Studies have shown that 36% of Americans have no savings at all, and another 19% of Americans have less than $1,000. I don't know about you, but those statistics are a little bit scary. Look, I get it. Saving is difficult. In fact, it's probably one of the most difficult things to do, but in a world where inflation and cost of living is going up, there's a lot of financial insecurity and instability. We need to do better at saving, and I've come up with a few things that are going to help you save better and faster than ever. Let's get into it. $10,000. Saving $10,000 is something that to many of us is just almost impossible. But don't worry, if you apply some of the things that I shared in today's video, you'll probably be guaranteed success as long as you stick with it. The first thing you need to do is establish a timeline. How fast, or I guess how slow, are you trying to save your money? Are you looking at 3 months, 6 months, a year? Setting a time frame not only helps you understand how much you'll need to save and how fast, but it also just commits you to something. If you just say, oh, I want to save $10,000, but you don't put a time limit on it, it's just infinite. You're never going to end up saving that money. The second thing you need to do is just to start now. Saving, like I said earlier, is incredibly difficult, and we have a lot of things going on in our lives. And so it's totally understandable that if you say, oh, I want to save $10,000, you may feel really, really motivated, but we are easily distracted. And if you don't start now, you probably just won't ever get started. Even if that means putting aside a $5 bill or moving money into a specific account, getting started now, again, it will help you commit to the goal and give you that motivation to keep going. The third part of this is incredibly important, and it's your budgeting. A lot of people don't even budget, and if that's you, you need to start having a budget. I know a lot of people think of a budget as something that's incredibly restrictive, but in reality, a budget will help you make sure that your money is working its hardest for you. We spend money on so many things every single month that we just don't need and that we probably don't even realize. And I know you've heard it before, those $1, $2 purchases, they add up over time, but that's the truth. They actually do add up. And when you're trying to save and you have a specific savings goal, every dollar counts. And I know adjusting your budget and moving things around and changing your spending habits can be really difficult, but the money you have already earned or that you currently earn at whatever job you have is money that you don't have to go and do extra work for. This is the best place to start because it's money you already have. You just have to change how you spend it. Your income is your most valuable wealth building tool. And while you can definitely go out and make more money, and we're going to talk about that, just being able to use the money you already make is probably your first and best option. Now, part of budgeting, and especially budgeting in the context of trying to save more money, is going to be cutting back on some things and moving some things around. And what do I mean by that? You can start by looking at things that you just don't need to spend money on. This could be eating out. This could be parties. This could be entertainment. There are so many various things that you can spend money on that you just don't need to spend money on every month. This is what we would call discretionary spending. All of that money is money that could just be working for you or working towards your savings goal. I would encourage you to cut most, if not all, of your discretionary spending so that you can start having that money work for you towards your savings goal. Something else that you really should be doing is looking at the things that are necessities. Your housing, your internet, your insurance. There are some things that you just have to spend money on every month, but you don't have to be spending the amount you're spending in every case. How long has it been since you've gone out and shopped new car insurance? Or how long has it been since you checked to see if you could find cheaper internet or cheaper phone service? These are all things that you could probably shave some money off of to throw into your savings if you just took some time to look into it and try and find a cheaper option. And I know this is a painful process, but again, this is going to help you achieve your savings goal without even having to go out and make more money and spend more time making more money. Okay, one more principle surrounding budgeting. A lot of people, when they get their paycheck, they just pay all the bills they need to pay, they do their discretionary spending, and then whatever's left, they'll maybe save that. Well, the reality is for most of us, there's just not going to be much left, if anything left at the end of the month. So there's a principle that a lot of people talk about, and that's paying yourself first. This is something that's kind of funny because you think, well, I just got paid. Why do I need to pay myself first? What happens is, like I said, at the end of the month, there's just not that much left. It's because we didn't prioritize the savings in this case. And so if you want to put away $200 every month to savings, or if you want to put away $500 a month every month for savings, whatever the actual number is, put it away first. Now, you shouldn't put away more than you know you can afford to put away, because then you're just going to end up digging back into it. But after you've gone through your budget and figured out how much extra you should have every month, let's say it's $500, put that money away at the very first of the month, right when you get your paycheck. You know that if you spend extra money during the month, it's going to be cutting it really close to the line of what you can actually afford. So by putting that money away first, you're actually just prioritizing. And that's more of a mental game than anything else, but it's so important. And finally, as I've been alluding to throughout the whole video, you can always go out and get another job. You can go out and make more money. Side hustling is something that I love doing. I think it's fun. It's a great hobby because it actually earns you money. It's not just a waste of time. I'm not saying that hobbies are a waste of time, but I love a hobby that makes me money. I think that's super cool. And so going out and earning more money on top of what you're already earning is also great for your savings. What I would recommend is taking the money that you're already earning, figuring out how much of that you can save every month. And if you're still going to be short every month from your savings goal, like you won't have saved enough to hit your goal, then go out and earn the rest of that money in a side hustle or a second job. There are so many opportunities to make money on the side. We have videos on this channel all about side hustling, so go to the channel, check it out. You're going to find some ideas that will probably fit you. Side hustling is also great if you just don't want to adjust your lifestyle. If you like how you budget your money and you don't want to cut things out of your life that make you comfortable, then go side hustle. Get that money, earn that money, and save that money by going out and making more money. Just realize that when you go out and make more money, there are going to be additional costs. There are costs of the taxes, maybe with a vehicle or other things like that. Just know that there will be some costs attached to that money. But again, going out and making that money is still better than not making any money at all. These principles can be applied to saving any amount of money. $10,000 is a great place to start, and with how little savings most Americans have, I think it is a great place to start. Take these principles, figure out what time period it is that you want to save over, figure out how much you need to save every month, go through your budget, figure out how much you can put aside every month, and if you need to make more, go out and make more money so that you can hit those saving goals and pursue financial freedom. Having savings is going to help you avoid things that come up that you just didn't expect and that you otherwise wouldn't be able to afford. Take this next step toward financial freedom and start securing your future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.